What's good, everybody? Welcome to the 2021 NFL Playoffs edition of Ballin from the Sidelines. I'm Daniel Osmani with my boy.
Yo, what up? It's Kearney.
Yes, sir. The two flash people repping Abington, Massachusetts. We about to turn this shit up real quick. So yeah, like I said, this is just going to be some our playoff predictions for the 2021 NFL playoffs. We're going to do a little record tallying and see who has the best record after the Super Bowl ends. Hopefully it's not a tie because we don't like ties. We saw how stressed we was during that Chargers Raiders game last week, so we don't want anything like that to happen with us.
It was crazy.
All right, so this episode right here is for the Raiders at the Bengals, the wild card game. Again, it's 4:22 p.m. right now, and the game starts at 4:30. So just so you know that we're not making these predictions after the game started. Look at you can peep right here. It's January 15th, 4:22 p.m. and the kickoffs at 4:30 p.m. So we're not scheming right now. We're being honest when we got these picks going, All right. So Kearney, I'm gonna let you start off. Who you got winning and why?
Yo, I got the Bengals by 1,000,000 right now. But the reason why is you got to remember. So this is the same Raiders team that was 8-7 a month ago, right? Or 7-7 a month ago. And they came off 3 straight L's to the Giants, to the Bengals. They lost like 30-10 or some shit, and to Washington. So this Raiders team was down bad. Like nobody thought they were going to make the playoffs, right? It wasn't for the Colts stinking it up against the Jaguars. They probably wouldn't have, right? So, and then they rattled off wins against the Browns, which is like, okay. Like, I don't know. Like this Raiders team's definitely overrated. Like, they rattled off wins against the Browns in late December, and they rallied up against the Colts 23-20. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think this team is pretty overrated. Like they're not that great defensively. They're about mid-level pack. They're about mid-level pack offensively. The Bengals are on fire right now. Joey Burrow is throwing 400 yards a game to freaking Jamar Chase. Like he's on fire. He's putting up Randy Moss numbers. I don't think there's a chance that the Raiders win this game. I think it's like going to be like a 30-15 game, honestly.
Yeah, no, I definitely second all that. I got Cincy winning over the Raiders. I mean, the Bengals are easily a top 5 offense in my eyes, and it's
Dude, Joey Burrow's cooking right now.
Joe Burrow's cooking. They got a stacked receiving core now with Jamar Chase and Boyd and all them boys, and Higgins as well. But yeah, they're easily a top 5 offense in my opinion. I don't think it's debatable. And the Raiders defense is suspect. Let's be honest.
Middle of the pack at best.
Middle of the pack at best, and that's on a good day. And on seems like every other day they're below middle of the pack, especially during points in games. They're like a roller coaster, and when they look bad, boy, do they look bad. I mean, look
just look like Peyton Manning against them like last week. Like,
oh yeah, like they let the Chargers back into the game last week when they shouldn't have. Like the Raiders were controlling that game early in the fourth quarter. They had them under the thumb. But that defense just collapsed. They couldn't put them away, and you saw all them 4th down conversions. There were like fourth and longs that Jay Herbo was able to convert off on him.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are good. Herbert's a great young quarterback, but the Bengals are a more potent offense. They have more weapons. They have even with Mixon. Mixon's a better running back than Eckler and whoever the Chargers backfield. And if let's just break it down to the simplest matchup that you usually go by when you're first picking who wins a game. It's the QB matchup. Now let's compare Burrow to Derek Carr. Here's Burrow, and here's like Derek Carr. Like I'm not big on Derek Carr. I've never been very big on him. Like early, I thought he had like a lot of potential. He hasn't grown enough to me. And really, I don't want him anywhere near my Redskins this offseason. Like, there's like rumblings. I live in DC now. I talked to tons of people on the train. I'm like, yo, what do you want us to do with this QB situation? They go, let's take Carr. But to me, that would just be a sequel to Kirk Cousins. A Kirk Cousins sequel. Like they can put up some numbers, but they're not going to get you over the hump. I mean, Kirk Cousins to me is actually a better pure passer in every imaginable way compared to Derek Carr. The only thing Derek Carr got on him is he's better in the clutch. Cousins is terrible in the clutch. He isn't a good decision maker. He gets flustered. Whereas Derek Carr, he actually has a good track record in the clutch. I mean, but
Yeah, I mean, Derek Carr. I mean, this is just a Raiders team that is 2-5 against playoff teams. Like they're
yeah,
not good. The only playoff teams they beat was the Eagles and the Cowboys, the NFC least.
yeah,
Like, congrats. Like you beat like I don't know, man. Like I don't think the Raiders are that good. They've been through a lot this year with the Henry Ruggs and the other guy that got arrested. They have like 3 people that have been arrested this year. Like John Gruden got like fired and shit. Like I don't know, man. Like I think they're lucky to be here. They're only here because the Chargers stunk it up, and they're only here
exactly.
because the Colts stunk it up. Like they're just out of convenience. They're in the playoffs. I think this is like a
100%.
30 to
And
14 game. I think the Bengals blow them out. To be honest.
yeah, but to be honest, even if Matt Crosby had put up his best Von Miller 2015 Super Bowl impersonation, I would still have Cincy winning in a shootout. I think it would just go down to a shootout like that. And that's if Max Crosby puts up a Von Miller
Yeah.
2015 Super Bowl performance. That's a big if. It probably won't happen. And one other thing that I think gets overlooked is Casey Hayward as an outside corner. To me, even though he's played outside corner for years now, he transitioned from a slot corner. I still don't like him matching up against number one receivers. To me,
Yeah.
physically, he doesn't have the intangibles still to be, a shutdown or not even a shutdown, like a very good number one corner on the outside. I think teams should have defensive coordinators and GMs should have caught on to that when the Chargers learned the hard way when they played New England in the wild card in the divisional round. It was the Chargers' first playoff game of the season. It was 2018, and
That was wild card. That
the
was
wild
when
card game. I believe
yeah.
it was a wild card game. The Patriots completely demolished the Chargers. Brady lit them up, and Hayward was
Like
getting carved up.
35 to like 6 or some shit.
Yeah, and I
Brother.
was trying to tell people, even though Hayward's an outside corner, he doesn't play the slot corner no more. That doesn't mean he should be lined up there. And that's just the way I look at it. And even when he puts up decent numbers as an outside corner, but when push comes to shove, when it's a big game, when you need him most, he's just not that guy. I don't understand why teams haven't caught on to that yet. But that's what I gotta say for right now. I mean, I got the Bengals. I think this is my easiest pick of the day. I mean, is any closing comments?
Easy money. I mean, like literally, who's gonna guard Jamar Chase? Like who? T. Higgins, Boyd, Joe Mixon out the backfield. Like they don't have the defensive personnel.
Exactly.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's
the only thing that the Raiders
game starts in 1 minute. It's already over.
Yeah. The only thing that the Raiders can exploit is the fact that the Bengals don't have a good offensive line, and I guess that opens things up for Max Crosby. But again, they've been bad offensive.
Max Crosby eats though. Like, what are you gonna do? Like 3 sacks tops? Like that's fine. Like they still don't put up 30 on you.
And since he's been maintaining with that bad offensive line the whole year, and like I said, they're a top 5 offense in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like a few of their that guy out of Bama, what's his name? Williams stepped up a little bit. I mean, they got Leatherwood now. Like I don't know. Like they're better. I don't know. Like
yeah. So yeah, we got Cincy, and I'm gonna give one more nugget. We're not gonna really get deep in this. I think Joe Burrow is better than Jay Herbo, but that's a discussion for another day. But peace out, y'all.
Facts.